Children, do you remember what Darren told you we will be praying during this week of prayer? Does anyone remember what he said? Our prayers this week will be based on the Lord's Prayer. And so children, we want you to learn the Lord's Prayer and to pray through the Lord's Prayer as well. So guys, look here. At the back, there's a page like this. There's a booklet for your parents, but I want each of you to get a page like this and ask your parents to help you and to pray through the Lord's Prayer this week as well. Okay. Everybody, do you remember that we are in the book of Judges at the moment? And in the book of Judges, we have seen the chaos that comes when people don't live with God as their king. But we have also seen that God is kind. And God keeps sending a judge to save and rescue his people. Now today, we see that God's people are under the rule of the evil Midianites. And once again, God comes and God saves his people. So today, I need you to help me as I tell you the story. You all need to be the Israelites, God's people. So when I say to you, and the people cried out, "We are afraid, can we go home?" you need to repeat what I say. Okay, are you ready? Can we practice? I'm going to say, and the people cried out, "We are afraid, can we go home?"
We are afraid, can we go home?
Very good. At times, I'm going to need you to march. So take your legs, let me see you march on the spot. Very good. Stop. And later on in our story, you're going to take your hand and you're going to say, "A sword for the Lord and for Gideon." Can you say it with me? A sword for the Lord and for Gideon. Very good. Now, to our story. There once was a man named Gideon. Gideon was not strong. And Gideon was not brave. But God chose Gideon to save his people from the Midianites. God said to Gideon,
"Gideon, go and save my people from their enemy."
But Gideon said, "How can I save them? I am weak."
How can I save them? I am weak.
God replied,
"Do not be afraid. I will be with you."
So Gideon blew his trumpets. And all the men of Israel marched, and they followed Gideon to the river. Then God said,
"Gideon, there are too many men. The people will think that they beat the Midianites because they had so many men. So go and tell them that if they are afraid, they can go home."
So Gideon said to the people, "Who is afraid to fight the Midianites?"
Who is afraid to fight the Midianites?
And 22,000 of them cried out, "We are afraid. Can we go home?"
We are afraid, can we go home?
So Gideon said to the people, "Go."
Go.
And 22,000 people all marched home. But God said to Gideon,
"There are still too many men. Take them down to the river. Tell them to have a drink. Watch who drinks water like a dog. Watch who drinks water with their hands."
So Gideon watched the men. And God said,
"I will save Israel with the 300 men who drank with their hands. Send the rest home."
So the men who drank like a dog all marched home. Gideon looked around. There were only 300 men left, and Gideon was afraid. So God said to Gideon,
"Go down to the enemy camp tonight."
So that night, Gideon went down to the enemy camp. There were Midianites everywhere. Now, Gideon saw 2 Midianite soldiers who were asleep. God gave one of them a dream. The soldier woke up and said, "I had a strange dream.
I had a strange dream.
I dreamt a loaf of bread came rolling into our camp.
A loaf of bread came rolling into our camp,
And it hit the tent and knocked it over.
hit the tent and knocked it over.
The other soldier said, "Oh no,
Oh no.
I bet your dream is about Gideon.
I bet your dream was about Gideon.
God is going to help Gideon to destroy us."
God is going to help Gideon to destroy us.
Gideon thanked God. He knew that God would help them win the battle. Gideon went back and he collected his 300 men. He said to the 300 men, "Follow me and do what I do."
Follow me and do what I do.
So the men all followed Gideon. They had a trumpet, a jar with a torch inside. When they got to the Midianite camp, the Midianites were all asleep. Gideon and his men blew their trumpets. Gideon and his men broke their jars. They picked up their torches in the one hand. They picked up their trumpets in the other hand, and they all shouted, "A sword for the Lord and for Gideon." The soldiers were afraid. So they picked up their swords and they started fighting. But instead of fighting the Israelites, they started to fight each other. And those who did not fight all ran home. Gideon and his 300 men won with a torch, a trumpet, and a jar, and God fighting by their side. Now, children, it's very clear from that story that the mighty warrior, the one who saved and rescued God's people, is God. God is the one who saves. So trust him to save you, even in the chaos. Let's pray.